Hey, Collective. So I thought it only fair to do a reading for my Divine Masculines, okay? I had a reading that came out this morning for my Divine Feminine energies, but I want to do one for my Masculines. I don't want to leave you guys out. So let's find out, what do some of my Divine Masculines need to hear at this time, okay? What is it that you need to know? I don't know why my mind went here, but it did, so I'll talk about it. I jokingly say to my husband sometimes, if he asks me to do something, I'll say, yes, master. It's totally a fun thing, guys. Don't be like, what? You're letting him tell you what to do? Well, first of all, I'm someone, I believe in traditional gender roles. I don't have a problem with them. I know some people disagree with me, but no, I say yes, master sometimes, but it's a funny thing between us. It's kind of a gag, a joke. But anyway, I don't know why that was coming to mind. Perhaps somebody has the same joke within their relationship, okay? Or something similar. All right, let's dive in. My Divine Masculines, what do you need to know? The World in Reverse popped out as I was speaking here. What do you need to know, Divine Masculines? 10 of Wands, oh goodness. Masculines, you're trying to carry everything. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm not reading this one. That's not facing me. I'm going to start with these three. So with the World in reverse, this means you have big fish to fry, okay? You have unmet dreams. There are things that have unfinished business, okay? You got things yet that you want to achieve, okay, with the World in reverse. You're very dissatisfied. Some of you are very dissatisfied with where you are. You want more for yourself, okay? And again, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But look at this, 10 of Wands. You are heavily burdened. This is for my Divine Masculines in the collective that have a lot of responsibilities, a lot of burdens, a lot of things on their plate, a lot of things to carry, to uphold, that they're responsible for, okay? But this keeps you, Divine Masculines, from achieving some of the things that that you're really wanting to achieve here. And I just saw kind of peripherally, I don't even know how I saw this, but I saw a message about somebody saying they're behind bars. So for some of you, you might actually be in jail at the moment, okay? And again, I have no judgments. But I'm saying that there's burdens, okay? There's burdens that hold you back from achieving something that you really feel is necessary to complete your life, to complete your world, to complete your goals, okay? With Ace of Pentacles, some of my Divine Masculines, you're feeling like you're not getting the opportunities here, okay? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, God, where are my opportunities? Where's my Ace of Pentacles? It's like that type of situation. For some of you, you've lost out on an opportunity or you squandered it in some way. But there's a feeling of dissatisfaction around finances, okay? Or some other blessing that means a whole hell of importance to my Divine Masculines, okay? All right, more on this. More on this. You're kind of feeling like everybody in the world's been unfair to you. Now, I'm not saying whether that's true or not, okay? This is your reality. This is how, what do they say? Your perception is reality. And in your perception, some of my Divine Masculines, not all of you, this is a collective. So if this isn't fitting, if you're not part of this Divine Masculine collective who's experiencing this, then this isn't your reading, okay? But I really feel like this is for my Divine Masculines who really have gotten the short end of the stick. It's funny, I'm thinking short end of the stick, but they have to carry a whole hell of a lot of sticks, okay? Like, Divine Masculines, the reason you are showing up in your Divine Masculine energy is because of what you've endured. Because of what you've endured, because of the unfair treatment, because of the blessings that maybe you should have gotten but were maybe taken away from you for some of you. For whatever reason. Okay, look at this. 4 of Wands reverse. All these reversals. This is for my Divine Masculine population who I feel like this is unjust. It's unjust. Like, you've suffered so many injustices here. Let's see. Will my Justice card come out? Ace of Wands. Oh, here's that little ray of hope. With the Ace of Wands, this is about creation. It's about manifestation. Okay? So, Divine Masculines. all of these experiences, they've really grown you. And like I said, I can't help feeling that what you have been through has made you, has put you in your divine masculine energy. All the shit you've had to endure, all the shit maybe some of you are still currently enduring. Okay. And with that one person that I saw that said they were behind bars, I don't know if that was a joke or not, but, you know, again, a lot of you have been through some tough stuff, okay? And I know there are some flawed things within our justice system. I know that there are people who belong there, and I know that there are people who are unjustly put there, okay? So, let's see, anything else? I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm going off on this tangent. It must be relevant, because it doesn't come to my mind, and I'm not talking about it unless it's important, okay? There is one thing Spirit is warning against, though. Don't negative self-talk yourself, okay? I always say, you know, what you think you create, what you believe you manifest. So if your internal dialogue is, well, I'm a piece of shit, I deserve what I get. Yeah, you know, this is my lot in life. It's never going to be any different. If you're telling yourself these things, this is then in essence what you will create for yourself. So you have to change your dialogue. You have to change what you tell yourself, okay? Page of Swords in reverse is not too kind to themselves, okay? So give yourself a little bit of grace, okay? I mean, assuming you haven't like killed someone or committed some heinous crime. I mean, maybe you fucked up somewhere, but you're human, okay? I want you to give yourself a little bit of grace here. And like I said, don't say these negative things to yourself, because like I said, you're creating that spell work every time you say those things to yourself, okay? And I'm guilty of it too. I've done that, which I'm actively trying to stop doing that, you know? Like I'll mess up and be like, oh, well, you stupid bitch. Like, I gotta stop saying that to myself. I would never say that to someone else. I wouldn't dream of saying that, not to anyone. So why talk to yourself like that? Why say any of that kind of thing to yourself, okay? It's horrible. It's really horrible. So say some nice things. Say some nice things. Yeah, death and rebirth. This time for a change, divine masculines, okay? For some of you. As I say in other readings, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a collective, so some things may really ring true for you, others may not, okay? So please take it as that. The collective reads are trying to get you all in there. They're trying to get you all in there, okay? So with the death and rebirth card, this is a time for renewal, a time for change. And like I said, if you are saying negative things about yourself, change that. Change that, okay? And like I said, this doesn't apply to, like, you know, people who have done really heinous crimes, okay? Or people who are really evil. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about people who just had a bad run, okay? Screwed up a little, made some mistakes. Yeah, justice. I told you. I knew what I was feeling. The justice card. I'm sorry. I mean to get all like, Melanie, calm down. I will. You're going to have justice here, divine masculines. Okay? You're going to get your justice. And to those of you who, like I said, who've had things done to you that were terrible and you were wrongly accused, or, like I said, I'm very aware that this happens within our justice system. My husband and I were just talking about this maybe a couple of days ago, a few days ago. I know that the justice systems, everyone's trying to do the best that they can with the facts that they have. But like I said, to any of you who are struggling in this area, I'm sending you good vibes. I'm saying prayers. I'm sending you positive affirmations. And even for those of you, like I said, who've been wronged and you're not in jail, but someone has seriously wronged you, just remember, justice will prevail. It has to. Eventually. Okay? And you got to believe that. Like, I feel like you have to believe that. All right, we're going to leave it here because we're already at 9:13. Guys, if my readings are resonating, if you enjoy what I do and you'd like to make a donation of any amount, hop into the description of my video. There's a PayPal donate link as well as a Cash App. Certainly don't have to donate, but I always appreciate it when I see something come through. I don't get many donations, and I am very well aware that some of my donations are going to scammers. Like, there are scammers that are creating their own accounts, and they are... You think you're sending it to me, and you're sending it to some loser and God knows where. Okay? So like I said, just be aware of the scammers, okay? You guys know what to look for, I hope. Also on my Facebook, I have started a subscribe feature. So if you'd like to show your support that way, just hit that little button. Love you guys.